Hi and welcome back to It's a Miracle Budgeting. My name is Brandy and I am a mostly cash budgeter. I do not do a true zero-based budget. I always leave a little fluff in my account, and some people do this same system, but they actually figure out their rollover and they count it. I don't count it. I just throw a little money in there every payday. Sometimes it's a ton, sometimes it's 20 bucks. So my budget is pulled before I do that, then whatever's left stays in there. So this is my first paycheck of February. I'm paid bi-weekly. Lately I have been cash stuffing and budgeting bi-weekly versus weekly. Although I like the cash stuffings weekly, they honestly create more drama because I'm tracking it by paycheck, but then I'm actually recording it weekly and it just becomes a hot mess. So for my bills, right now I am repaying off some credit card debt I created either through business or through personal use during the holidays. Not even really for Christmas, it was household stuff. I just went a little crazy. There was a couple of emotional things that happened and I emotionally shopped. Now paying them back, it is what it is. I mean, I can't go back and change the past, and it's things we actually needed for a lot of the items, but I should have budgeted for and did accordingly. You know, it's kind of one of those that I knew better when I did it, but it was the heat of the moment. I did it, and now I plan to just straighten it out and try to learn from it. So I am filming this the day before I actually get paid. Normally this is already on my channel by now. So I spoke in one of my posts that I had no idea what my pay is going to be. I'm salaried. Typically every 2 weeks my pay is the exact same. I have 2 different bonuses coming, an annual bonus and a retention bonus. Neither one of them are actually in this paycheck. So I'm glad I waited to post this because it would have been completely different. It would have been way too much to acknowledge in a cash stuffing. So this will give a little bit better inkling. So every single payday, whether it's bi-weekly, no matter what it is, I give my husband, meaning if it's a miracle month and I have 3 paychecks, I still pay him $100 a check. So my husband actually pays more for the household expenses, so I give that to him to chip in on that stuff. Cell gets $125, insurance gets $125, loan gets $190. I'm going to back up on insurance really quick. I spoke about this in another video and someone asked a question. So in Michigan, and I can't speak for all 50 states, but a lot of states have this rule. Definitely not all 50. There are states that don't care. But Michigan is a really big one. A lot of no-fault states tend to have this rule. So in Michigan, you have an insurance score that is based on your credit and your insurance experience. So they take in consideration your actual credit, like what your credit score is. They take in consideration late pays on your insurance. They take in consideration claims on your insurance. There's a huge behind-the-scenes, mysterious, magician behind the curtain type thing happening. You get an insurance score. I had not asked for my carrier to adjust my insurance score on my homeowners for, I think it was 3 years. I really do. I don't think I've touched it in 3 years. And my score's gone up almost 200 points. So I saved 25% when I asked them to rerun my insurance score. Recently, I asked my auto insurance to do the same thing. And I am a licensed insurance in the state of Michigan. I do not work in personal lines, but I am a licensed insurance agent. I asked my auto carrier to do the same thing, and they said, oh, you know what? So sorry for your luck, but you just renewed December 26th, so I can't do it again until June 26th. And I said, are you sure? Are you sure that's a rule? Yup, that's a rule. Miss Miracle, that's the rule. Mrs. Miracle. It's actually what they call me, which makes me feel like it's my mother-in-law, but it's okay. So I actually went and got it quoted with another carrier. They actually put my home and my auto in the same place, which is always desirable. You get the most discounts if you package things, and I'm saving another 25%. So never take it at face value. Always kind of do your research and look into it. And if your insurance score has skyrocketed due to paying off debt, increased credit limits, whatever the reasoning, re-quote your stuff, or at least ask your current agent to look at the credit portion of it. So again, we had 100 on hubby, 125 cell, 125 insurance. Loan is 190. This is my base payment. Every 2 weeks I pay 190, and you'll see over here I actually pay above that. Walmart is actually paid off, so I don't need to pay a dime on that. Apple Extra is I do $25 towards my iPad and iPad pen every single paycheck. And then I also have a credit card payment I do. Kohl's is $29. I actually just put some more on that because our knives were so dull, and no matter what I sharpen them, it wasn't any better. I actually ordered a nice knife set, so that one, unfortunately, I'll be stuck with for a little while, but we needed it. I couldn't even make dinner anymore. It would take forever. Care Credit's $29. That's an interest-free card, so I don't actually worry about paying that one off because it's interest-free. USAA is $30. Ulta is paid off, so I don't need to worry about that one. Sephora is paid off. Don't need to worry about that one. Home Depot is $31. QVC is 29. This actually, when I pay 29, there's no balance. It's 29 or a little, I think it's 32, that my second Cricut for my business, I put on my QVC card, and it just bills once a month every 6 months, and it's about $29 or $32 or whatever. So Capital One is 25, Pedal is 25, and my other USA is 32. So I actually want to point out, if you've never banked with USA, these actually, my 2 USA cards, they actually don't have any payment due. I have a balance, but they have no payment due. So if you pay over and above your minimum, they actually let you skip months. Now I don't because of interest, but they let you if you're able to. And also outside of Michigan, their insurance is amazing. In Michigan, it's not that great, but outside of Michigan, it's great. So this is $820 for this total. And normally I do kind of calculate on the screen, but I feel like sometimes that makes the videos drag, and I really want to make these videos a little bit quicker. Food, last payday I had up my budget to $150. And I think 100 of that's already gone. I had to go grocery shopping early because we have a huge, like 16-inch storm coming. So I had to get it ahead of time. Fuel is going to, not fuel, dining is going to get 20. Spending is going to get 20. Fuel is going to get 50. Miscellaneous is going to get 10. Subs is going to get 80. I'm trying to pay off some of those annual subscriptions. Pets is always gets 20. Sam's, here's actually a big change that I had recently. So previously I actually had, and let me grab the binder. I would have in this binder, it's my family binder, and it went beauty, and then it went Massage Luxe. I actually had a couple issues with the place that I was getting my massages at, that with billing, that they don't, I have asked 4 times for a printout of my billing on what they billed me for. And every single time they just explain it, but they don't print it out. And so I'm just done. I have 4 gift cards, and then I have another digital gift card, and I also have a month that I paid for. So that's 6 massages. So I'm getting one Saturday, and then I'm just going to schedule them once a month for the next 6 months. So I will only be budgeting for tips. I'm not actually separating. I'm just going to keep it in my beauty. So I'm no longer paying that out. I move that over to my debt snowball. So there is no Massage Luxe, but Sam's is going to get 50. That's for my bulk grocery shopping. Beauty is getting 80. Medical is getting 20. And that is a total of 500 exactly, which I feel like is kind of my sweet spot. Like I feel like when I dedicate 500 to 500 or 1,000 between my sinking funds and my cash envelopes, I feel like things go a little bit smoother. So kids is going to get 10, and school shopping is going to get 20. For my envelope, I'm going to get 20, and clothing is going to get 20. Car is going to get 40, and tags are going to get 20. I want to show you one other thing on my car. So I had showed in a previous video, that's my gift card from Fetch Rewards. I saved my points and got a gift card towards my groceries. I'll take that 50 from groceries and actually move it to vacation. But I showed in a previous video, and I actually found a way, I might be making these for my store. I found a way to do it that's actually so much easier. So it's really nice. Okay, so in my car expenses last week, we had 100. I pulled out 40. I'm going to float 60 in here every single week until I need an oil change, and then I'll replenish it because I'm actually paying back my car repair on my pedal card. So that 40 I pulled out, moved over to my snowball, and I will put that on my pedal card. So there is that change. I still allot for a year because it keeps me in the habit of how I'm billing it. And then when I cash stuff it, I'm going to move that 40 over. Home is going to get 20, and annual fees is going to get 24. Month ahead no longer exists. If you saw my previous videos, it is now gone. B-Days and gifts. B-Days gets 8, and gifts gets 20. Storage gets 28, and anniversary is getting 20. Zoos and passports are getting 10 each. These, especially these in particular, were very anniversary, zoo, passports, I'm trying to think what else is there, vacation, holidays, those will vary depending. Thanksgiving is getting 16, and Santa's getting 50. Vacation is getting 20, and holidays is getting 20. So that does total $448. So if you look, I'm really close to that whole 1,000 mark here. I actually, if I wasn't trying to concentrate on other stuff, and I do have a sinking fund down here, I'm almost dead on with those. So we no longer do emergency fund. So Snowball is getting 100. And this is my cash Snowball. Loan is only getting 150 this payday because I didn't get those bonuses, unfortunately. Black Friday is getting 25. hoping to accomplish a lot on Black Friday this year. I did really good this year. And my problem is I didn't budget for it. So unfortunately, I did really great on one hand, but it wasn't great because I didn't budget for it. So it was just kind of foolish. So let's see, that's $275. That's $305 for the debt category. And then my savings is getting an easy $100. So as you see, it's a pretty straightforward budget, really. I'm paying off my musts. I'm paying on my needs. I'm saving for those expenses I know I'm going to have. And then I'm tackling some debt and some planning over here. So this is going to be a pretty typical budget. This paycheck coming up next time will actually probably have at least one of my bonuses, possibly two. So that will be kind of a one-off budget, but this is a pretty good representation of what my budget is. If you haven't seen one of my videos before, I cannot show my salary, bonus amounts, anything to do with my day job. It's actually, I have a non-disclosure agreement and I'll be in violation of the law and they can physically sue me if they wanted to. So not worth that pressure. And honestly, for me, you get an idea of what my budget is. You may not know it to the penny, but you have an idea. The other thing I usually put out at the very beginning, and unfortunately I just remembered, is this is just my money. My husband pays his bills separately, we budget separately, we bank separately. We've been together 20 years, married this year, and 23 years together this year. We've never budgeted together. So it's not broke, we're not fixing it. It works for us and we're happy with it. So that is my budget. So I will be posting my cash stuffing next. I'm actually not going to be posting a check-in with me this week because there's just really nothing to check in. It'll be a 4-minute video or 3-minute video. I'm just going to double it next time and put 2 weeks together next time. So if you like cash stuffing, it's upload on the same day, the same time every week. Right where you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you're doing amazing and I hope your budget's going great, guys. Have a good night.